Welcome to the Honey Soul Child Bottega YouTube channel, where we explore the hidden realms of the soul, harness the power of energy shifts, and embark on a profound healing journey beyond religious beliefs. Channel are intended for entertainment purposes only. As the future is not set in stone, we encourage you to use the messages as guidance, taking what resonates and leaving what does not. Remember, your interpretation matters most, and you have the power to shape your own destiny. So rising everyone, and welcome back to the channel. I'm your chakra priestess here to do a reading on Bishop TD Jakes and Diddy. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. So with TD Jakes cards that came out, the two that came together that came out was Mystic. We have Mystic that reveals intimate union with divine. Also delusional rapture with divine as the shadow attribute. Let me go ahead and put my phone on do not disturb. And then which with the color spectrum, this is more like the third eye chakra with that deep that indigo color, so keep that in mind. And then we also have the bully card with the light attribute saying highlight your tendency to intimidate others or helps you confront the inner fears that bully you. With the shadow attribute, we have conceals deep fears behind verbal or physical abuse. So with this having a shade of blue, this is I associated with the throat chakra that deals with self-expression and speaking your truth. So it seems like he doesn't mind doing that, and it could be a bully doing so, or have a tendency to intimidate others. And on the flip side, he can also help help his people confront inner fears that may be bullying them. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have the guide card with the same hue as the mystic card, flowing with the third eye chakra realm. The light attribute is saying represents the nature of the divine in life and in yourself. And then we have the shadow attribute places financial gain and control over imparting spiritual insight. Okay, so keep that in mind. All right. For some clarifying cards for Bishop TD Jakes, we have the hush up card had came out, meaning silence, discretion, contemplation, consideration, and privacy. So there's a sense of hush up, moving in silence, or want to keep things on a hush hush. The 3 + 4 here is equal to the number 7, which, you know, we're in the year 7, or we're closing out the year 7. Meanwhile, we have the swinging on the front porch, feeling cozy, slowing down, being in nature, and thankfulness. So there's some good times while being connected to nature as well. For some hidden blockages as well as shadow attributes, the shadow card that came out, we have impatient shadow. So he could have a tendency of being restless when facing delay or opposition, or irritable, anxious, or having a short fuse. So he needs to have the patience with all things, but first with yourself, and adopt a pace of nature. So it seems like he gets impatient with time to a certain degree because of the clock that this woman is indicating in this picture. And then, as far as like the hidden blockages for Bishop Titty Jakes, we have a fear of failure coming out for him. With attempting to avoid failure is making you miss out on opportunities. So he needs to learn how to embrace failure while making, or he probably had issues with being afraid of failure as he continued to get up on the ladder. Or it could be on the flip side of, you know, even though he is at the top, I'm pretty sure one of his biggest fear is failure. Okay. And also the comfort zone card came out, which is also saying fear and uncertainty prevent you from breaking out of your comfort zone. So he needs to take a leap of faith. Whatever path that is asking him to get on there, he's probably having a hard time stepping out of his comfort zone for whatever reason that may be. For Diddy, we had the angel card come out for him, and it's stating helping those in need with no expectation of return, with the shadow attribute acting innocent or angelic to mislead others, falsely claiming to be in touch with the angelic guidance. And this could be with himself with this shade of pink / magenta. It's almost like loving towards himself. And then Samaritan is at the bottom for him with refines your capacity to help those you would prefer to ignore, with the shadow attribute exactly appreciation and recognition for help you offer. And this could be regarding to the sacral chakra region that deals with parenting, relationships, and childhood upbringing. Okay. To clarify his cards, we have the Give Me Some Sugar that came out with some hugs and kisses, adoration, pillow talk, someone's favorite. And then I'll get around to it with What's the Rush, taking expired action only and just relaxing and allowing the flow to make things happen. Like he's not in a rush per se. Okay. And then as far as like his shadow and oh, thank goodness, because that okay. If you're hearing some thumping in the background, that's a what type of bird that is? I forgot what type of bird that pecks on woodpecker. There we go. That's what it seems like. Other than that, we have the unforgiving card as a shadow attribute with Diddy, with not disposed to forgive or showing mercy or merciless or uncompromising, grudgeful. So for the flip side, if you're looking for signs of disrespect or reasons to be angry, you will find them. Align yourself with loving vibrations. So with these swords here, he's not afraid to cut somebody off per se. Okay. It could be mentally, it could be verbally, and it could be like exactly how the picture is image, if you get my drift. Also, we have elusive shadow with difficult or impossible to find or catch, with vague, fleeting, evasive, distant, and avoidant shadow or characteristics. So he needs to be able to surround himself with and feel more connected with people to share his values and build meaningful connections. And then also rushing success is his hidden blockage. You know, rushing the process won't give you the kind of success that lasts. So he needs to learn to be patient and stop trying to achieve overnight success and focus on steady progress, and he will be easier to achieve because he will function more effectively and make better choices. Okay, as far as like what is the T between the two of them, What is the tea between Bishop T.D. Jakes and Diddy? We got the theft card coming out. Being robbed, lost, theft, or physical, emotional. So there's a sense of thievery. It could be emotional. And it could be money-wise. Okay? Somebody is, you know, someone is doing more than the other. Let's just say that. What else is going on between Diddy and Bishop T.D. Jakes? Outplayed. Okay. Someone is a forcer. Let's see what else. Wasting time, stuck, no changes, limited, and incarcerated. Someone may end up being locked up for real, or is about to be, or both of them, if not one of them, could be like stuck in their thoughts. Okay? Because of things that are going on. There could, yeah. And all of these are like sort of dark cards as well. There's no like uplifting or cheerful cards that's coming up for them. I find that interesting. Okay, now on to the analysis. So we have the self-worth card that came out at the root. We have the 4 cups that come out at the sacral. We have the Queen of Cups at the solar plexus. And we have the instinct card at the heart. Bottom of the deck, we have the death card coming out that is hidden, okay, in the midst of this. So we got the self-worth card and the root chakra region. So regarding to the safety, the security, or the foundational roots within this relationship between Bishop T.D. Jakes and Diddy, it's the gift. This card is like the gift of self-love, okay, and relying on your inner knowing. So it seems like Bishop T.D. Jakes has is like a guide to is a form of guided counsel for Diddy in order for him to be able to start loving on himself more in a healthy manner. Supposedly now, allegedly, but we see how far that had went. But there's a sense of deep emotional peace amongst the two of them, and also it's about love of life and no longer trying to prove your values to others, especially when you know your self-worth. Then you don't have anything to prove to people anymore. As you can see, the throne in this, and we are in winter season, right? You see this throne is here in front of the girl, and there is like the beam from the heavens that is indicating like, go ahead and sit on your throne, show yourself some love. So it's almost like T.D. Jakes is the guide, the mystic guide, the guided counsel that is, showing Diddy the throne. And because he does need to show himself more love, because when you show yourself more love, then in a more healthy way, then you'll become more loving towards others, right? Let's see what else. Let's get some clarifying cards with this. Clarify this self-worth card. Okay, we got the Two of Cups coming out with unhealthy attachment. Someone is being a caretaker and someone is being the patient. There's a sense of codependency and seeking approval, clingy at times. Let's clarify this for some more. Clarify the self-worth card. The Tower card. Narrow escape. So, it seems like the relationship between the both of them is about to be, is about to unravel with the narrow escape. So delaying the inevitable, resistance and change. So there is some resistance to change. I see a Scorpio energy up in here. What other sign I'm seeing? This is Taurus and Scorpio here. Any other sign that I'm seeing on here? Taurus, Scorpio, Mars energy. So I know Diddy is a Scorpio. So interesting, because the Tower effect is currently still happening with Diddy. So it seems like he is relying on tdjakes, approval to make stuff happen or continue to press on. The Star card is at the bottom of the deck with wish is granted, with some contentment and purpose. Needing is the need to find a sense of purpose. This is the Star card in general. It's basically about hope, renewal, spirituality, inspiration, pouring into your cup type of energy. But Aquarius is associated with the Star card. Okay, so so even though that there was a sense of a unhealthy attachment between both of them, there's a resisting to change. Like it's in stalemate as of right now because of everything that is unfolding. But they need to continue to have hope and faith as they are embarking on this debacle, this catastrophe that is happening around them, okay, and within their realm as well. Continuing with the Four of Cups energy here. So this is a heart chakra card in the sacral chakra region. So the Four of Cups is basically talking about emotional healing. Okay, there go that sound again, child. The Four of Cups talks about the wishful thinking. Excuse me. There's a sense of entitlement when it comes to possibly producing passion projects amongst each other, or actually just the relationship between the two as guided counsel and patient, right? So, and it's on the emotional standpoint because the cups represents the emotional, and within the spread of between the two of them, there's a lot of emotional cards coming out, with the Queen of Cups, the Four of Cups, the Two of Cups, and the clarifying card. So yeah, there's a sense of entitlement, okay, a lack of awareness, waiting on someone to change, and those sorts of things. But why are you waiting? You're wasting time if you're waiting for someone to change. Okay, so let's clarify this here. One of them may end up resigning. Well, Diddy has already resigned from his. And Bishop T.D. Jakes, he didn't necessarily resign, per se, but he has given the throne to his eldest daughter. Let's just say that. Clarifying with the Two of Coins. So there's some planning and execution going on with some poor choices, dropping the ball, being overwhelmed, disorganized. So the Two of Coins is basically like this energy here. Trying to find the balance. Trying to find some, trying to maintain the balance. Yeah, the Two of Coins, that's Capricorn energy. And Capricorn deals with work. The Fool card, free-spirited. Okay. So with some planning and execution, it starts a new beginning. And Page of Cups is at the bottom with romantic gestures. So there is a young person that is a dreamer, an idealist. Well, it'll bring about a new... Okay, here we go. This is how we're going to break this down here. To clarify the Four of Cups energy that deals with some entitlement. There's a sense of entitlement within the relationship between the both of them. Hence, the unhealthy attachment card came out from the previous card. With them doing some planning and execution on the monetary standpoint, possibly within the passion project. I don't know if they, since the sacral chakra does deal with passion projects, you know, co-creation with someone, like an individual with a human being coming to existence, or like an actual passion project. So it seems like there is some sort of project in the works with some planning and execution that will bring about some new opportunities, new beginnings, the unknown, and possibly could bring it could possibly jumpstart or be a refresher, regenerate their relationship between each other. Okay. And it may be within music. It may be within this music because of this. It may be a young person as well, because, you know, with the page suit, it deals with young, childlike energy. So it may be a young person that they may be collaborating with music to bring about this new opportunity, and could probably regenerate their relationship to a certain degree. Following suit with the Queen of Cups in the solar plexus region, how do they, and regarding to how they assert themselves and with how they assert themselves with each other, the Queen of Cups. So there, and this is a third eye chakra card, and TD Jakes does have some third eye essence card in his particular spread. So I'm leaning towards TD Jakes with this, since there's some color coordination with this. With him being an intuitive and being nurturing and stuff like that, or exuding that nurture and that nurturing emotional security. He is that emotional security for Diddy. He is more receptive, he's more intuitive, he is more compassionate regarding to him. So let's go ahead and clarify that, because within this card, between this and this deck, it's all about keep going, and hiding under a tree is not the safest option to go. Again, comfort zone is a need for Bishop TD Jakes to get out of his comfort zone, right? That is too many cards that I'm not finna get. That's too many. And someone in TD Jake's ancestry line was able to, you know, lay the foundation for him to basically walk through. You know, the ancestors went through the trenches in order for us to be in the place where we are, type of speak. I walked so you can run. There we go. There's that phrase. I walked so you can run. Clarify the Queen of Cups, please. Okay, that is being clarified by the Hermit card, spiritual mastery, soul searching. Okay. That's Virgo energy. And then with clarifying with the Six of Wands in reverse, pride before the fall. Oh, wow. With vain, conceited, self-centered, narcissism, being a follower, show off. Oh, shoot. Come on now. Make sure these cards are upright, child. You know. Okay. And it is a test of fate. Okay. At the bottom of the deck with the Nine of Wands. With courage and boundaries. So, yeah. This is definitely TD Jakes right here. With him... with it being clarified by the Hermit card, which deals with spiritual mastery, his challenge is going to be this Six of Wands energy, pride before the fall. So it is going there's a sense of conceitedness, right? Some self-centeredness, afraid of failure. Hello, afraid of failure. But however, this is a test of faith for him, regarding to having the courage and the having the courage to see things for who they are, or seeing things out, possibly establishing some boundaries, holding the line, and keep moving forward. Okay. And then finally, this instinct card in the heart chakra region. This is a crown chakra card. So with the instinct card is basically talking about stepping into the light and letting go all the senses other than pure insight, as well as either being the protector or being protected. So with the wolves are good at communicating, especially with the moon, right? Nightfall. So let's go ahead and see where theirs at. So it seems like they have heart-to-heart conversations with each other. They know each other's boundaries, to say the least. They know how to tick one another off. It seems like they have heart-to-heart conversation. Clarify with the Knight of Swords, seizing the day, coming and going, talkative, impulsive, impatient. Okay, so seizing the day, there was coming and going. So that's like Gemini energy. They were coming and going regarding to communication and having those intellectual common conversations. The intellectual conversations that Gemini energy were coming and going. And also with this fire symbol here at the top. Fire symbols, they represent creative passion, larger than life. And then also the there was a sense of stubbornness because this a fixed sign here. I don't know if y'all can see that, but there's a fixed sign right here. There's a sense of stubbornness. However, stubbornness and bold, driven. So with the Knight of Swords here, it's you know, when they had those heart-to-heart conversations, it was intellectual, and it was you know, some of them, well, yeah, it was intellectual. There we go. It was creative. It was larger than life. It was passionate. And then, of course, there were times where stubbornness had come into play, as well as, you know, one was probably being more stubborn than the other. And then, yeah, of course, one was more bold, purpose-driven than the other. So it was almost like, it seems like the conversations were like father-son conversations. And you know, with TD Jakes being a seasoned individual, and Diddy is like, it's like the young generation under him or two is more like, you know, meet me halfway to a certain degree. Are you able to meet me halfway? Are we able to coexist? Can we learn from each other and stuff like that? Let's see what else. Let's see what else. Can you clarify this instinct card for me? Is being clarified by the new moon. So manifest your new desires with, what's that, 1 month or next new moon, which that'll be next year. A change in direction, set your intentions, new cycles, beginnings, don't give up. All right, and then at the bottom of the deck we have radiant energy, meaning energy rush, that it'll bring an energy rush. So when it comes to the heart of their relationship, there are times they seize that moment, because it comes and it goes, but they have the opportunity to seize the moment and manifest their desires. Okay. And they probably do have their conversations during the new moon time, because the new moon represents setting those new intentions, laying that groundwork. So by the time the full moon comes, then things will start to work in their favor. With the Sun card, right? Bringing a newfound bringing that rush, energy rush, a sense of positivity, that warmth, that Leo energy from that. So yeah, the blessing out of this is they're able to seize the day. They're able to gosh, come on, woodpecker. They're able to you know, communicate effectively, one being more opinionated than the other, one being more hasty than the other. With far as being impatient, I'm leaning towards Bishop TD Jakes, since he had the impatient shadow coming out. With manifesting your desires, of course, with that'll be the challenge. The challenge will be for them with manifesting their desires. changing direction, getting out of the comfort zone, right? So that energy rush can come in, that happy news announcement, that warm vitality, that new innocence, the new radiance of it all, right? Because the Sun card, it brings about success, fun, warmth, all those sorts of things. And then at the bottom of the deck, we do have the Death card coming out. So it seems like there's going to it's already happening already. I call this my divine intervention card to a certain degree, because with the purple, it represents the crown chakra, and the crown deals with for one, it deals with the ancestors, like on a soul level, and then it also deals with, well, I connected with the ancestors on the soul level, and then you being your relationship to the source, right? Your connection to the source. So it seems like it could go about two ways. There could be an actual transition that happened, and when I mean like transition, I mean someone going 6 feet under type of transition, or it could be like a transitioning that is happening for the divine good, okay? Because in order for change to happen, you got to let stuff go, and that's a lot of cards have been indicating that within their spread, is that it is time to let go in order for change to happen. It's time to let go in order for change to happen, especially with TD Jakes with his hidden blockages. It's time for him to get out of his comfort zone because of the fear of failure. Pride is before prejudice, right? And then on the flip side with Diddy, you know, he has a tendency to be unforgiving and having difficult or being difficult or impossible to find or catch. And also, he also rushes in the process. He wants things to happen in warp speed when it comes to gaining success, but time is being wasted. It's played out. They're in their heads. Someone's being more forceful, and I'm leaning towards Diddy with that one. There has been some thievery that came into play, maybe more on an emotional standpoint, since a lot of emotional cards came out for them within their spread on a relationship standpoint. And it could be some monetary thievery as well, you know, sliding things underneath the table, doing deals like that. So yeah, that's just something to look out for. Yeah, that's just something to look out for. And then obviously within this image, it's showing winter aspects in the background, and we are in the season of winter as I'm recording this on December 29th 2023. And then there's like an ethereal being here, and then you have this person that is basically shining from newness. So it's like she's releasing her old self in order to walk in the new. Same goal applies with the relationship with Bishop TD Jakes and Diddy. In order for them to experience that change in direction that they will like to happen, they're gonna have to let some things go. Okay. They're gonna have to let some things go. Now, as far as the lessons that they could be learning, what lesson is Diddy? What lesson is Bishop TD Jakes learning? What lesson is Bishop TD Jakes learning with his relationship with Diddy? We got indecision. I use my intuition in all aspects of life. So he needs to be able to tap into that third eye more. Obviously. And how can he go about this situation? Surrender. I need to release. I can release my need to control. With Diddy, what lesson is Diddy learning with his relationship with Bishop T.D. Jakes? Blame. I accept responsibility for my well-being. You can't make this stuff up, y'all. How can he go about this situation, or how can he grow from this situation? Compassion. Have more compassion for himself. That way he can have, that way it could linger out to others. Having more compassion. Okay. And having a clear vision about it as well. And then we'll just get a card for both in general. What is this relationship? What is the learning lesson for this relationship between Diddy and Bishop T.D. Jakes? Discipline. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. And how to go about this situation. Empathy. I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. There is a lot of purple-esque cards within their spread. So obviously their third eye and crown chakra is blocked to it. There's some blockages in those areas. The vision and clarity regarding to the third eye chakra, utilizing the sixth sense, right, that provides vision and clarity and inner knowing, and then also the connection to the source themselves, itself. Okay, because obviously there is a lot highlighted in this particular spread. Okay, so let's see what else, like the signs. Signs that Diddy and Bishop T.D. Jakes can look out for. What signs can both of them look out for? What signs does Bishop T.D. Jakes and Diddy need to look out for? I knew that card was going to come out. Okay, this is probably it. Endings. This is the same card that came out in Diddy's reading with Carisha and I want to say either with Carisha and Cassie or with Kim Porter. But other than that, check that out, because this same card came out for him at the end. So again, it seems like there's going to be an ending to this relationship if it has not already. And it could happen within March 11th or September 11th or on a Friday. The list goes on, yada yada yada. But is talking about mourning and grief, letting go, difficulties are ending, accepting things that you cannot change. So this card is talking about the skull appears when endings are at hand. It is a powerful symbol of mortality. But this card also symbolizes the circle of life, both endings and how those endings birth new beginnings. You could be experiencing the end of a relationship, job, or phase in your life. It's important that you give yourself space to grieve this ending. Allow the time and space to accept it and process your emotions, whether it's welcome and it has been a long time coming, or sudden and unexpected. Change is also uncomfortable, but the symbol is urging you to look at endings with a different perspective. The plants pictured growing from the skull vase on this card symbolizes the growth that can occur after the end. Endings act as a fertile ground for whatever you decide to plant next. Give yourself grace as you experience these transitions and prepare for a fresh start. So it is possible that they may be ending their relationship, and for something new to happen. which has been indicated for a lot of cards in their spread. At the bottom of the deck, it says motivation, phrases, never give up, keep going, which was also indicated there. So you can be successful, so you can gain the confidence and be resilient out of this situation that is unfolding. And at the top, not relationships. Wow. Tighten up loose ends. Wow. Tying the knot, working kinks out, unbreakable bond, loyalty, or making a commitment. Wow. Well, y'all see it here. It's been indicated constantly within their spread. It seems like their relationship is about to come to an end, if it hasn't done so already. And or they may be working out some small kinks in order for a fresh start within this relationship. It can go either way, but it seems like it's some endings that's about to happen. Somebody may end up like no longer being here, if you get my drift, allegedly. But other than that, that is the end of the reading with Bishop T.D. Jakes and Diddy. Feel free to chime down in the comment section below what you think about this message. And until next time, always remember to love thyself, know thyself, soothe thyself, so you can heal thyself. And I'll see you guys in the next one.